I say I'm training now in 10 years.
And this is my good friends now.
This is the best we can do. Instead of sitting back home in the rocking chair doing nothing. But we work here and we have a social meeting afterwards. We have coffee and discuss with each other. That's the best part of this life, certainly. We feel good after the training every day, and what's the alternative? Sit there and be sick?
Of course you have to know what you're working with, what you're doing. So of course you can easy cut the finger and so, but there's a risk, yes, but not dangerous. It's if you're worried for retirement, it's just that you haven't any imagination for what to do.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Vierte. We don't look at the disease so much, but more we look what the people loses, because every person loses a lot of things. Every time you have to do what is the most necessary thing today, and it's not always the nursing. It's very much more talking to the people.
Because play is important for young people and for older people.
So you don't afraid that older people will fall down and...
No, because I know them and I know who needs protection, and because Mr. Rudolph he can do it on his own. But there are also people you have to go with them and you have to.
Ja, auch vom Fühlen, gell? Es klebt dann so.
I'm a normal member of society. I'm not separated. Yes, I have some need to get support, and in this case it's support over 24 hours. But I'm also able to do some things on my own.
You cook in your home?
My wife always tells me I should cook more.
She has prepared food for me for nearly 40 years, so now it's my turn.
When I eat as a part of a social meeting. I know when I will be retired, this social meeting will be away from me. So I have to build up a new network and find who I'm going to eat with. No, if I don't do that, I'll be sitting alone. And if I'm sitting alone, I don't enjoy the meals that much.
In the cup, sit in the whole bar, in a whole, not about the birds. And yeah, tomorrow by the birds, in the day by the birds, evening, the constant day.
When he comes here, we have really a feeling about the person who he is and what he needs to feel at home here.
Starting from individual interviews, you can gather people also. If you know that person X is interested in, I don't know, gardening, and person Y is also interested in gardening, you can combine them. The residents are doing their activities themselves. You have to enable them, you have to support them, you have to empower them, and at a certain point in time they take over and they don't need you anymore. And that's what you want to happen.
Is een boer zeggen in het dorp Armeens.
Through the activity we can express ourselves and we can feel or experience important values we have. It's not about being independent or not, it's about being able to express who you are and what you value.
Because of her wanting to take care of the birds, she probably does more of an activity than she did before, because she goes to get the water and then comes back and then takes care of the dirt. So in doing something she really likes, she's getting more active and doing more things, which is good for prevention and for falling and everything, and to stay active. People forget they're having therapy and they can play a game and have fun and interact with others, and meanwhile they're still doing the therapy exercise.
Naar sociaal contact. Naar verbinding.
Because you visit people from another age, from another era, I guess, you can learn a lot of things from these people, and they also learn a lot from you. So it's like giving and taking.
En merkt dat ze wat voor anderen kan betekenen. Dat geeft haar een zinvol gevoel.
Health is no longer the absence of disease, but health is more or less coping with your own disease in order to have a good life, a quality of life.
En sinds die tijd kom ik er weer die plek vergeetbaar bij die molen. Die mooie molen, daar wil ik komen als hij wordt mijn vrouw. Ik zie die molen al
Dus Julia kent alles
weer
ook wel, hè?
Leap for Sherry. Nine. All of the people who work in the shop that receive the deliveries, we sort the deliveries, we price the wares. That's all done by volunteers. It's a labor of love.
Then we have some people that have some problems, and they used to come here to have a talk, to look around, to meet other people, say hello to someone, talk with somebody. You can say hello, it's better than going by themselves without talking to anybody at all.
We try to make her take her own decisions. Not push her, not to say that you can start with it, but that or that. Make her think self. Make him believe in himself.
We're saying that the people are owners of themselves. They are making their future on themselves. We can be door openers, we can support them.
What kind of person is a good friend? And they know that they are. It's important that we stay connected with our friends, and they are yes, we can trust each other when they are friends.
We had this situation at the beginning of the year that we had 100 elderly people waiting for voluntary friend. But now we have managed to find quite many new friends, but still we need more friends. So that's why we are organizing this voluntary training course today. We are hoping to find new friends and also people to work in the cafeteria and in here in Mokammari.
It's because of hygiene. So now I'm trying to observe these guys to see what they do in a good way and a bad way.
Have all the 8,500 hours to get to the exam.
We all have the same value, we just have different challenges. And it's important to me that the kids are kept well.
We have to read a lot in the books.
There's
Very many chapters about, well, this time we had to read a lot about dementia, stroke, the nervous system and the hormone system, how everything works in the body. We have to know that and understand how everything is working together.
You know, 5 hours, that's a very short time. That's short time. Yes, I think so. Because it's rather, they have to use all the 4 books they have to put communication in this and how to show respect for the patient and how to treat the patient's needs because of the sickness. Maybe it's also more okay for the patient because then they will get washed, I think in a better way, more gentle maybe, I don't know, but that's the way I learned it at school when I was a student. Then they reflect all 4 together, what do we do if that's the case, and then okay, let's play again.
I expect them to have a plan what they are going, how they are going to take me out of the bed, and use some
vehicle tour.
Maybe a wheelchair or excuse me, wheelchair or other things to get me to the bathroom where I can do the rest of my personal nursing.
Just to learn how to be with people, how do you talk to people and how should you act when you are with sick people, for instance. It's very useful.
In that book it says how to deal with conflicts instead of being angry all the time. How can we manage to work together? And it was very useful. We solved a lot of problems, which wasn't really problems, just the way we looked at things.
Sesongfilm består av en serie med filmer fra naturen.
So I make very, very slow TV with only nature sound, from nature, from everyday activities, and they can use the TV to have an activity for people with dementia instead of news, instead of musical programs and everything.
Samling i grupper.